Guys, what is happening? What is happening here, guys? I don't get it. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but look, guys. What's up with this thing right here? Hold on. Let me just switch it over. So here we go. Somehow the rain must have gotten to this plant right here. What is this thing called? The Senecio Stapeliformis. So here we go. This is not acceptable right here. And obviously, because I'm looking at this, there's rot. That's what happened. So what I'm gonna do is, since look at this one, it's still trying to wake up. So where's my snippers? Oh, here we go. So this guy right here seems to be still intact. So I'm going to separate that guy from it. I mean, I know that I lost this long one, but I'm gonna just leave this out and just let it root up. This is a goner. Maybe not. But I don't know how to revive this. I don't know how to revive that. So I'm just gonna get rid of it, cut my losses. In this one, I'm just gonna cut. It seems that might still be able to heal up and be able to be rejuvenated, but the rest of them, these guys right here are pretty okay still. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to, oh, okay, look at this one. This one's already healed up right there. So I have a ton of small ones now. So I'm going to go ahead and repot it in a bigger pot. Cut this, see? That might heal up, because I'm pretty sure that the roots are gonna come out of like these little nodules right here. You know, if I just leave this out, you know, the stem is probably a goner, but whatever is going to push out of these little nodules is what I'm really looking for. I'm gonna set these guys aside, the ones that I trimmed, for I don't know, maybe a week or 10 days. And they still have nourishment in their bodies, so I'm not too concerned about it. But this right here, these guys right here are still okay. So I'm going to take all of my long succulents, you know, the ones that are long like this, the ones that are, ugh, look at this one. I'm just going to try to separate this guy from this. But see, this right here, there's a break right there, and then something else grew out of that. So what I have here is still intact. So I'm going to do a long planter like this and put all of my tall ones in here. So they're, you know, keep it away from the sun and a lot of water, maybe underneath the patio where it's going to be covered, or maybe underneath the eave out in the front, because obviously this plant does not like a lot of water. And what happened was it did stay out there in the rain. Then I have this one that for some reason is not doing too well. It's still small and it's still workable, but that's what my plan is for today. So let me go grab some supplies, put them in here, put some holes in this one. As you can see, there's already some holes that are pre-drilled right here. So all I have to do is take that notch with something that maybe an awl or something like that to punch it out. Where's my awl? I can never find it. Maybe this will work. Whoa, no, that's not an awl, but let's see if this works. Punch out the holes. I need real tools, not just these. Where is my awl? I have this. There we go. Don't even need an awl, because you can use your knife. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna backfill this and go get all my plants to put in here. I'll be right back. Alrighty, these are my gloves because I don't like dirt under my nails, girl. It's too much. Pull up my ugly sleeves so you guys don't have to stare at it. Then I'm going to remove this dirt here. Right now it's pretty dry, and it's probably liking the fact that it is dry. But I'm going to inspect in there and see what's going on. Because this plant right here, for some reason, it grows sideways first before it grows up. Okay, so this one is out of here. Let's see what's going on. That is rotted right there. That is water rot for sure. It's too bad because this was already thriving too. Oh well. That's my bad. See how this is there's a thing there. It's like it's growing sideways. It starts sideways first and then it grows up. It's still pretty wet under there, so that's probably why it was struggling. Look at that. That's the one that grew sideways, and that's a goner. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to maybe try to separate them so that I can line them up. And you got to be really, really gentle. Take your time. Be patient. There we go. Okay. See the little one that's already like growing there on the side? That's why it goes this way and then up. Look at this one. I think I'm going to leave this under there. It might still be viable. But look at this. See this? It grew to the side and then it's going up. But look at this. I feel bad. That's sun damage right there. I'm just gonna keep it there because it looks like one is trying to still grow out of there. So here we go. So I'm gonna put some on this side. I mean, I'm gonna put most of them on this side, and then my hot dog plant on the other side. And let's see how they react. Can you guys see? I hope. Okay. So I'm just gonna put that aside for a minute. Just gonna do this. Just gonna put it like that so that it's just barely standing up right there. There we go. And that way this can grow up this way, and then that would grow up that way, and then it would fill up this planter. Let's put this other one right here. Boop. Stand up, mamacita. No lazy Stapeliformis today. No lazy Stapeliformis today. Stand up. Stand up and fight for your right to be a Senecio. Stand up and fight. This one's gotta go here. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna put him. So I'm gonna put... Wow, there's some dogs out there or something. Okay, because my hot dog plants, there's not a lot of them. So I can put them on this side and see how they grow. And if I have to, you know, propagate and separate later on, I will do that. There's one already growing like there. Okay, for now, sorry about that. Did I shake you guys? Move this one. And then the little ones, you know, as I get these guys, let's see which one's ready. Okay, this one seems to be ready to just stuff in there. We'll see how that goes. But I'm pretty sure that these guys are happy now. Let's see, this one. Yeah, this one can go. I'm just not gonna water this for a while because you know, I mean, maybe a week, and just water it sparingly just so they have enough moisture in them. Let's see what this one. Yeah, this one's also, that one also has healing already. But these two guys, these are still going to heal, so just gonna like wait until they heal, and then I'll just stick them in there with the rest. So again, to recap, the reason why there's like scarring there is from the sun, you know, and it's probably got so much fluid inside that, you know, the water is not, I mean, it can only suck up it can only suck up too much water before it starts to rot, because it's so filled up. So these guys don't like to be in too much water, for sure. You know, other succulents, they can survive with a lot of water during the rainy season, but these guys right here, no. We already know that now, okay? So I'm going to go out there and get my hot dog plant and repot it here on this side. You know, because they kind of all look the same. Kind of. But you'll be able to appreciate it once they're together like that. So here are my hot dog plants. This one, that's a hot dog plant. I tried to sell them, but it wasn't growing fast enough. And look at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plants already starting to push out of there. The pot is now too small for it. And then I have one right here that just fell off one of these. So I'm going to put that together with the rest. With the rocks. Put them around. Maybe if I put rocks, it wouldn't get too much water. But yeah, they don't like a lot of water. Even this one is on the side, my side yard, and it's under an eave. So, yep, see, it's pot bound right there. So that's one. I'm gonna go ahead and get all of them out so that I don't have to mess with it too much. Gotta recycle everything, you know, don't throw it away. Whoops, what happened? Okay, that was weird. And this is how you loosen up. For those of you who don't know, that's how you loosen up plants from pots. Oh, wow. Look at this thing right here. That is way too pot bound for sure. For sure. And then I have this. This is also pretty pot bound because this planter is not very tall. Oh my gosh, it looks like I'm gonna have to have another planter. What do you guys think? No, they can stay there together. They can all stay together. I don't mind. They don't mind. I don't think they mind. Alright, so let's put that aside. Let's put this aside and take this guy right here. Alright, let's see how we're going to strategize this. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Ugh, I don't know. Should I? I don't know. It feels like it's already full. So I'm gonna put these guys in a different pot or planter and just add, where's the other plant? This. And this right here is in the same planter. So I'm just gonna put, yeah, I'm just gonna leave them all Stapeliformis. Because I still have these two to put like this in here, so that, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna reuse the same soil. Why not? I bet you, look, there's some stuff in there too, but they're all rotten, so I just gotta get rid of all that. Ooh. Oh my gosh, this pot right here has a hole. That's what happened. It had a hole, but it didn't drain well enough. So I'm gonna just put all these ones that I got out of it in there. This actually has roots already, look. And it came out of this one that I just cut. I cut that. So I'm just gonna leave all the ones in here and just let them survive. And this right here, this planter right here, oh my gosh, it's still so wet on there. No wonder. I gotta keep an eye on that, because if it's so wet and they don't already to begin with like to be, you know, wet, like that's horrible. See, I'm just self-sabotaging here. Not really. I mean, if I had known that that was the case, I wouldn't have kept them in that pot. But it just looked like it was thriving in it because it just kept growing stuff. But now I realize that no, it's not the right pot for them. I'm gonna have to add some more, or make the hole bigger on that one, because I don't want that to happen to the next plant that I'm gonna plant in there, because you know I forget, right? You know that. Or if you don't know that, yeah, I forget. So yeah, there you go. So I'm gonna put these guys like this, and then they're gonna be happy. And make sure that I put them under the eave and just give them some occasional watering to keep them so happy. I'm gonna move this guy right here, so that way there's more stuff on this side. I'm gonna put the little ones here, so I have enough things going on here. Because here, it's a little bit crowded already. I'm gonna add some soil, some more soil. And then it doesn't get too much soaking water. And the water can just stay on top, maybe? Maybe. Maybe, baby. So this right here, this side right here is pretty done. So all I need is to put rocks, pebbles, and stuff. Ooh, and I have the perfect ones for it too. And it's gonna make it heavier too, so it doesn't get flying all over the place, because you know they're pretty skinny plants. I'm gonna leave this under, oh, maybe I'll leave it in here in the garage for a while so that it can reacclimate in their new environment. I'm pretty sure they're happier now. There we go, guys. Look it. Aren't they happy looking already? Oh my goodness. Now I have to do my hot dog ones. But that one I'm going to do in a littler pot. Yeah. Hi guys. So, you know, sometimes when I cut corners and I go to the dollar store and get these planters, they're so crunchy that, you know, I take my knife and I do this and it just like cracks, you know. So I'm gonna put my plant in there anyway because it's already too late. I already bought it. So, but I know that this planter is not going to last, especially in the bottom. If it's already cracking like that in the bottom, you know, I pretty much guaranteed it's going to maybe last me 2 hours. I don't know. So I'm going to put reinforcement down there if I can find anywhere these guys. You know, and I'm glad that I bought some of these from Daiso. It's because I can use this as reinforcement, just so it's not so heavy for this cheap planters like that. Okay, and I'm hoping that it's gonna be enough to hold it so it's not, you know, putting too much weight in the bottom there. I still have to show you this, how wet this thing is. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside with the other ones. Just look how wet this thing is. Oh my gosh, I can't even. Look at this. That is wet. Look how wet that is. And I haven't watered in so long. This was, that plant was sitting in this wetness. Okay. I'm going to reuse this dirt because it's pretty healthy, other than the fact that it's really wet. Look. It's still pretty healthy in there. Maybe I'll put some worms in there for, oh, but then underneath, yeah, no, it's look how wet it is. My gloves. Yeah, see, pretty. Okay, so here we are months later after the repot. My pot is still holding up. Yay! But look, guys. Just a minute. Sorry. Okay, oh my gosh. Rickety. Alright, so this one kind of died, but the one that's in the same root as this one is still okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna remove, just so that that would dry up. Yuck. So I don't know what happened there, but probably it was already dead. But look, guys, look at this coming up. So one died and one is replacing it, and with a baby to boot. Okay, so this one has just pushed out a lot of babies too, and now it's pushing more. So it just keeps continuing like this, and then down there's more. Okay, I'm gonna sell these guys pretty soon, not yet, because I feel like I want to make them so that they're mature first before I do anything or remove them. I know I posted it on Etsy, and I sold most of them, but like these little nubs right here is gonna grow like big like this. See? And when it does, then they're ready. But this is why I transplanted it to a bigger pot, so they can just like go to town. Look at this one. They just keep coming out of these nubs right here. All right, so that's the hot dog, and let's move on to the Stapeliformis. This one is just going to town. Senecio Stapeliformis. So remember, this one only had like a few here, but now it really likes it under the shade. After I repotted it, it just really liked it under the shade, because it was under the sun, but I guess it was getting way too much sun. But look at now, I mean, there was not that many. Like, this is new, that's new, that's new, that's new, that's new, that's new. This one, I don't know what's going on with him. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, that one's probably, that has, does it? I don't know, does it have? I don't know, I'll just let it sit like this. But look, it was already damaged by the sun. For some reason, this is not very sturdy. But this is new, that's new. I mean, they're just growing all over the place. Okay, so this is in container. I have them everywhere. I have them in the mini garden, but look, here's one. I'll show you. I had to cover everybody because it's too hot today, and I noticed that some of my plants are just being damaged by the sun. I'll show you a little bit, and then we'll go back to the Stapeliformis. Let's see, like, look at that. That's sun damage right there, guys. Okay, that is sun damage right there, and I don't want, look, they're all happy in there, because the shade is reflecting the sun. And what I did is I watered it today early this morning, like around 9 o'clock maybe, and you know, just so that they can handle the heat. Maybe not so much the leaves, but at least the roots, especially in the container. I want you guys to remember this. When your plants are in container, they're pretty much they get dry so fast, because some, especially the terracotta ones like that, because that's very porous. And look at all these terracotta ones. Okay, so they don't hold their water, but this, like this right here, this will hold water. But I don't want it to hold water to begin with, because you know they're succulents. They don't like wet feet. But if you're thinking about like watering, just remember that the terracotta pots are very porous, so you know they get dry so fast. You know, look at that one. It's my little spike. I don't know, I forget what the name of it is, but I'm hoping to get more like shooting out of the other side of the planter. It's so hot. Yeah, so here's another hot dog plant right here. See how it's just like poof. You know, these are the little flowers. They flower. They push flowers out of there. Like here, they push flowers out of there. But look at this baby one. So cute. Okay, so let's move on over to Stapeliformis. Okay, so here's the Stapeliformis that is actually, look at how stressed it is. It's red. It becomes red because this one during this winter spring, it was facing the southern sun, but I took it out of direct sun because I didn't want it to dry up like that one. Remember that one I showed you? So now it's more she's more protected right here. There's not a lot of sun. It's very shady, but look at the red. For some reason, this particular planter right here, which is just plastic, I don't know what's going on, but this is red. Look. So really, they act differently in certain containers. If they're in the ground, planted in ground, they act differently there too. I'll show you the one that I have in ground. We're gonna move over here. Look, they're so happy underneath that. It's like umbrellas, guys. Umbrellas. But these guys I'm not too worried about, because this one loves the sun, doesn't like the cold weather. But every year, like, I need to move this now to a bigger planter. When my stepdad gave it to me, it was in a small, I'll show you the planter later. It was in a small, like a cup and saucer planter. Alright, so this one, guys, this doesn't get a lot of sun, and there's a lot of shade. Ooh, look at this pulvinata. Oh, how pretty. Is it a pulvinata? Yeah, but look how pretty that is. This might be, I might be selling these soon on Etsy. It's really cute to put on in an arrangement. When you guys start your collection, you're gonna want to make arrangements and stuff, trust me. So I'll show you the Stapeliformis here in the partial shade. Look at, that's what they look like, partial shade. So they're more green, right? Look at this. Look at that. Look at that weird looking one. Can you see? Let me just see if I can get closer, but I can't see because of the sun. Okay, maybe later I'll do another one. But fat. Look how fat that is. I have to go back in and put this on my computer and see if I can even see it. But this is skinny right here. This is the original. Did I put the, ooh, there's one that just fell. Look. So I guess when they get too big and they get too tall, they start to fall off. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, they just go to town. Look at this. This is the variegated pagoda, I think that's what it's called. Maybe you guys can tell me what it is, but I think it's a pagoda, but it's variegated. It's I'm not sure if it's a kalanchoe or I don't know. There's so many that I just don't remember the names anymore. Look at that. Look at this giant blue. What is it? Blue giant? I don't think so. Maybe it's a blue giant or something else. I'll check it out. But it seems like this area of the garden is really happy. Look at the tips on this one. That's amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. Look, this one doesn't seem like it likes it, so I'm gonna cover it too, just so everybody's covered. But look at this Ionium. It already pushed out the bloom of doom is what they call it, because when it blooms like that means the mama is gonna die. It's a monocarpic plant, succulent. Alright guys, I think that's it. Yeah, this one is also making so many babies right here. So pretty. Oh my goodness gracious. And these ones, look at all the pups coming out of there. I mean, guys, they just love it. What's this? Just pull out stuff. I just throw it in there.
Every day may not be good, but there's something good in every day.